Hi everyone, here I am going to discuss about the topic target costing and backflash accounting. Target costing. From this word itself we can understand that the focus is given on the cost. That the target costing is a method of determining the cost of a product or service based on the target price. That it is a process of determining the cost of product based on the market price. That market price should be affordable to the customers, and that is based on how much the customers are ready to pay for this product or service. On the basis of that, the cost of the product or service are determined. This is target costing. So the target cost should be the maximum allowable cost. That for producing a product, lot of costs are incurred. Variable cost, fixed cost, indirect and direct cost, and also there are a lot of costs are there. So the sum of all these costs should be the maximum allowable cost. That is target cost. The target costing is a method of determining the maximum allowable cost of a product or service based on the market price. And this technique is used for cost reduction. The main goal of this target costing technique or tool is to reduction of the overall cost, because in the competitive world the basic aim of every firm is customer satisfaction. Beside the customer satisfaction, profit maximization is also aim. So to accomplish this, the cost of production should be less. So target costing is helping for this. That is a main goal of this tool is cost reduction and cost management. So the companies like GM, Ford, Panasonic, and also in NASA and US military using this technique. In traditional costing, cost plus approach is used while fixing the selling price. That first determine the cost of a product or service, then add a certain percentage as desired profit to that cost and get the selling price. But in target costing, first determine the selling price of a product after considering the market situation and after conducting intensive market research. First determine the selling price of a product or service. Then determine the desired level of profit that the company expects from the product or service. After subtracting the desired profit from the selling price, we get the target cost. The cost of the product should be matched with the target cost. If the target cost is not met, that the actual cost for producing the product or service should be higher than the target cost, the product will be subjected to redesign or redevelopment to match with the target cost. So the equation for calculating target cost is target selling price minus desired profit margin. That the target costing is a method of determining the cost of a product or service based on the target price, and the price or selling price should be the market based price. After considering the market situation, the selling price is determined, and also the selling price is based on how much the customers are ready to pay. And also the target costing helps for the cost reduction. Next, the definition of target costing. The target costing can be defined as a structured approach for determining the cost at which the proposed product with a specified functionality and quality must be produced to generate a desired level of profitability at its anticipated selling price. A structured approach means after considering the market situation and after conduct market research and surveys, and also analyze the customer's needs and preferences. Selling price is determined. On the basis of that, the cost of the product or service is determined. So it is a structured approach for determining the cost at which the proposed product with a specified functionality and quality. That product have some features and quality that the customers want and must be produced to generate a desired level of profitability at its anticipated selling price. This is the definition of target costing. Next, another concept is the process of target costing. The first process is market to product analysis. We already said that first we conduct an intensive market analysis. What the customers want and what the value customers expect from the product and how much the customers pay for this product. After analyzing all this, fixing the target price. The target price should be affordable to the customers and match with the competitive price. The target price should be the competitive price. And then determine the target cost and also possibility for improvement. That if the target cost is not met, redesign or redevelop the product until it match with the target cost. So there is a possibility for improvement for the product. Then actual production and achievement of the ultimate target cost. This is a process of target costing. Then the key features of the target costing. The features are already said in the meaning that it is a tool for cost reduction. The main goal of the target costing is cost reduction. And also it is proactive approach. That after conducting the market research and also the market surveys, manufacturing the product on the basis of the target cost. And also the price are fixed on the basis of the market research and the how much the customers are ready to pay. On the basis of this, the target price and target cost are fixed. So it is a proactive approach. That after conducting the market research, determine how much the customers are ready to pay this product. On the basis of that, the products are manufactured. So this is proactive approach. Also customer oriented approach. In target costing, the focus on the production of the product on the basis of the customer requirement, and focus is on the customer needs and wants and preference. So it is customer oriented approach. And another one is market orientation approach. That market research is an integral part while designing the product, because in the competitive world everyone want to achieve the market share and also customer satisfaction. So while conducting the market research, the business unit can understand the customer preference and also what's the customer expect from the, what's the value that expect from the product. In the absence of the intensive market research, the target costing technique can't be used effectively. So this market oriented approach. Next is cross functional. All members in the organization work together to achieve these objectives. The top to bottom commitment is there. That in manufacturing, marketing, distribution and after sales service, all these functional areas are responsible for keeping its actual cost within the target. So it is cross functional. And design centered. The cost control is emphasized in the design stage. After fixing the target selling price, if the product are produced, if the target cost is not met, the product are redesigned and redeveloped. So the cost control is in the design phase. So it is design centered. Life cycle oriented. The all cost incurred for the producing the product or service is considered. That the entire life of the product is studied, and the total life cycle cost are minimized. That is target cost. So it is life cycle oriented. Product cost as independent variable. The product cost is a target cost that should be achieved, so it is independent variable, but in traditional accounting it is dependent variable. This is the key feature that cost reduction, proactive approach, customer oriented approach, market oriented approach, cross functional, design centered and life cycle oriented, and also product cost as independent variable. Next, the need for target cost. The target costing is needed for the cost reduction and also improve the profitability of the firm. That target cost determines the desired cost for a product on the basis of the given competitive price that the product will earn a desired profit. So first determine the desired selling price and also desired cost, so we can ensure the desired profit. So it improves the profitability of a product. Very useful for the new product, because lower the cost of the new product, we can ensure the profitability from that product, and also the new product will meet the level of quality, delivery time and price that required by the market. So it is very useful for the new product. Product quality assurance. The product quality are assured in this technique, and also increasing market share and also improve team spirit. That is, there is cross functional involvement, that is improve team spirit. Next is methods of establishment of target cost. 3 methods are there, that is subtraction, addition and integrated. In subtraction method, the cost that is based on the price of the competitor's product. So it consider the market situation. On the basis of that, the target cost is fixed. And also it is difficult to achieve because it is based on the competitive price and it doesn't consider the internal factors of the companies or firms. So target cost is equal to price minus price into gross profit divided by sales. Then addition method. Addition method is based on the existing technology and past cost data of the company. This method is based on the internal factors of the company and also the extension of what already happening in the company. So it may be easy to achieve this target cost. And there is a demerit that it is inward looking and doesn't consider the market situation. In subtraction method, it considers the market situation, but in addition method, it is inward looking and ignore the market situation. And target cost is equal to cost of main function into 1 plus number of extra function divided by number of existing function. This is the equation for calculating the target cost under the addition method. Next is integrated method. The integrated method is the combination of the subtraction and addition method and also the reconciliation of the two methods and give final target. In the integrated method, there is an interactive approach that all the members in all the departments are come together and fix the final target. So it is integrated method. Next is principles of target costing. There are 6 principles of target costing, that is price-led costing, focus on customer, focus on design, cross-functional involvement, value chain involvement, a life cycle orientation. Price-led costing, that is price leads to costing. At first determine the selling price and then determine the target cost. So the selling price determines the cost of the product or services. So the price that leads to costing, that is price-led costing principle. And then focus on customer. In target costing, customers are given high priority and products are based on the customer specification and also customer needs. So focus on customer. Next, focus on design. After fixing the target cost for a product or service, the production of the product or service is based on the target cost, and if the target cost is not met, the design stage, they redesign the product to match with the target cost. So cost control is in the design stage, design phase. So this technique is focused on design. And cross-functional involvement. All members or all teams in the organization are responsible for the cost that incurred in the production of a product or service. That all members in the organization from bottom to the top are committed to the process of target costing. So this is cross-functional involvement. And value chain involvement, that is suppliers, distributors, service providers, customers. All these members in the value chain are included in the target costing process. That is value chain involvement. And life cycle orientation. The entire life of the product is studied first before determining the cost. So the total life cycle costs are minimized for both the producer and the customer. So this is life cycle orientation. That while producing a product, all cost incurred for a product are subjected to control and management. So it is life cycle oriented. Another concept is backflush accounting. That backflush accounting is an accounting method where the cost associated with producing goods or services are recorded only after the goods or service is actually produced or completed or sold. That in backflush accounting, the cost for producing a goods or services are recorded only after the completion of their production. So the work in progress accounts are eliminated. And in backflush accounting, that is used in just-in-time environment. That this accounting technique is used in organizations that follow just-in-time method of production. Just-in-time method of production is the method of production model that minimizes the time, labor and material in a manufacturing process by only producing goods that they are needed. So it reduces the time, labor and material required for producing a product or service. So backflush accounting approach used in just-in-time environment. And also this system focus on the output of the firm. And it is used by companies for short production process and also for customized products and lower constant inventory. If the long production process is there, it is difficult to record the cost because the costs are recorded only after the completion of the production process. So if the production process is long, it is difficult to record the cost accurately. And it is also known as backflush costing, and it is not every company adopt this backflush accounting. And the condition for implementation of the backflush accounting. There are 5 conditions are there. That is short manufacturing lead time. That already said that short manufacturing process should be there. That the lead time means the total time taken to produce a product. That for example, for a product producing a product, there are 2 processes are there. First processes require 1 hour and Second process require 2 hours. So the total time taken to produce that product is 3 hours. That is the lead time. The lead time is 3 hours. So higher the lead time, it is difficult to assign cost accurately, and also higher the inventory as work in progress. So it is always benefit that is the short manufacturing lead time. Next is defectless environment. The backflush accounting can be used only in the defectless environment. That if the defective parts are there, it will result in undercosting and also inaccurate inventory. So defectless environment is ensured. Product layout. The backflush accounting is not suitable for the customized product and also the fabrication of products. And secure environment. Backflush accounting is performed in the secure and highly secured facility. There should be no scope for the theft. Next one is accurate BOM, bill of material. All material and equipment used for the production are accurately recorded and accounted. That is accurate bill of material. And next is advantages of backflush accounting. That is reduce time, because work in progress account are eliminated, so to reduce time for recording the cost of goods or services. And also reduce cost because accounting is not complicated, so it reduces the cost. Less records required. Work in progress accounts are eliminated and also no complicated process, so it less records are required. Much simpler, and inventory no value until sold. The inventory have no value until the production is sold. And the disadvantages of backflush accounting, that less detailed management information. The cost of the product are recorded only after the completion, so the management get only less information. And require training. The people who are using this technique require training because it without training the cost can't be recorded accurately. And also difficult to audit. That generally it is not using the generally accepted accounting principle like traditional accounting, so it is difficult to audit. And also can't be used for external reporting, and also it is challenging to implement. That companies have financially stable and secured and good rate, that companies can generally adopt this technique. So it is challenging to implement for every companies can't implement this technique. And also can't be used by companies having long period cycle. Short manufacturing lead time products are suitable for this technique. This is the disadvantages of this technique, and this is all about the backflush accounting and the target costing. Thank you.